Hello and welcome to Math Lessons with Linda. Today's topic is absolute value. Absolute value just means what distance from zero are we on the number line. And since we're talking about a distance, absolute value always has to be positive because I would never say, oh, I'm negative distance away from zero. I'm just counting the spaces from zero to where I am on the number line. So that could be a positive number, but it also could be a negative number. So let's take a look at our first absolute value equation. Remember that these straight bars that kind of include what your expression is are the absolute value symbols. So this is the absolute value of 2x plus 1 equals 11. Now, since the absolute value is the distance, which has to be positive, that means that anything that's in my absolute value bars, once I calculate this, it turns positive. So this value 2x plus 1, when I solve for that, it could just be positive 11. I could have gone in the positive direction 11 spaces, but also this value 2x plus 1, it might equal negative 11, because if there's a negative 11 in my absolute value bars, when I take the absolute value, it turns out to be positive 11. So when we're solving this type of a problem, we have two equations to solve, and we will check them to verify that our answer works. So once we've got this far, we're just going to solve our two equations. So the first one, I'm going to subtract 1, so I get 2x is equal to 10. And I divide by 2. So my first answer, I'm confident, is x equals 5. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to subtract 1. But this time, since I already had a negative, this is negative 12. I divide by 2, and I get negative 6. And I feel like that is my other solution. So let's look what happens when we substitute these back into our original problem. The absolute value of 2x plus 5 times 5 plus 1 is the absolute value of 10 plus 1, which is the absolute value of 11, which is 11. And that's what I originally had up here. So x equals 5 checks out. So for my negative 6, 2 times negative 6 plus 1, this is negative 12 plus 1. And the absolute value of negative 11 also turns out to be 11 spaces. So both of these answers check out. And so on an absolute value, a lot of times you will get two solutions for your problem. And that's how you solve an absolute value equation.